The inside photo of a wedding features 45-year-old Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani posing outside at sunset. Instagram content is used in this article. They utilize cookies and other technologies, so we ask for your permission before anything loads. You should read Instagram's privacy and cookie policies before agreeing. Click Accept and Continue to gain access to the media. Stefani, 51, can't help but smile as her husband pulls her inside a golf cart adorned with bows while she holds a bunch of flowers. The couple embraces a Noda photo in front of a massive 5-tier wedding cake that is once again adorned with white roses. Stefani first announced their engagement in October of last year, captioning the picture with "Yes please" and a wedding ring emoji. "Hey at Gwen Stefani, thanks for saving my 2020. I write in response to Shelton's statement, and the rest of my life. Writing I love you, yes, I heard. After meeting me on NBC's The Voice, where they both served as judges and coaches, the singer and former member of No Doubt began dating me in 2015. Among the duets that Stefani and Shelton been together on are Happy Anywhere, Go Ahead and Break My Heart, and Nobody But You. Dem also contributes to the joyous tune, You Make It Feel Like Christmas. This is Stefani's second marriage. Her first was to Gavin Rossdale, with whom she had 3 children. Zuma Nesta Rock, 12, Kingston James McGregor, 15, and Apollo Bowie Flynn, 7. This is Shelton's third marriage in the meantime. Miranda Lambert and Kaynette Williams were his previous spouses. When Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton's wedding photos were rediscovered and widely shared on social media, fans' reactions were a combination of shock and obsession. From Instagram timelines to fan sites, from fashion blogs to country music forums, the images sparked fresh waves of excitement, debate, amazement, and disbelief. Why? Because these weren't merely wedding photos. They were a cultural moment, the perfect blend of pop aristocracy and rustic charm, and fans are still talking about them years later. Because the photographs feel so intimate and unexpected, many fans still say they look more like something from a film than the real world. For years, Gwen Stefani's colorful, edgy, and particularly flashy style was considered the epitome of pop rock. Blake Shelton, on the other hand, personified the laid-back, small-town character of country music, which includes boots, humor, and emotional honesty. On paper, the pairing didn't seem likely. However, as their love story was publicly disclosed on The Voice, people gradually realized that something important was happening. What started out as friendly banter between 2 judges evolved into a strong relationship built on heartbreak, laughter, and healing. Therefore, when the wedding photos were finally made public, fans were witnessing more than simply a ceremony. They were witnessing a love story that defied expectations. This wedding look shocked the internet. Let's talk about the images that truly bring joy to fans. Gwen Stefani's wedding dress was one of the most talked about celebrity bridal ensembles of the decade. The dress, designed by a well-known fashion company, blended classic elegance with Gwen's individuality. Layers of delicate tulle, dramatic volume, and a touch of modern flair gave the garment a classic yet distinctively Gwen look. Blake Shelton's look, on the other hand, stayed true to his roots. He didn't try to outshine. He remained the same person. He was grounded, confident, and clearly moved when he arrived. The contrast between Gwen's haute sophistication and Blake's rustic simplicity created a visual equilibrium that fans couldn't stop praising. The ranch environment, simple, private, and powerful, unlike the extravagant celebrity weddings that fans usually look forward to, Gwen and Blake chose intimacy over spectacle. For the couple, peace, solitude, and grounding are symbolized by Blake Shelton's ranch in Oklahoma, where the wedding took place. Instead, the pictures depicted expansive skies, rustic charm, soft lighting, and a very personal sense of tranquility. The pictures' simplicity added to their impact, showing that love doesn't need grandeur to feel unique. The scene was described as romantic without trying, and quietly iconic by online enthusiasts. Why the images continue to evoke such powerful feelings? These wedding photos are timeless because they capture emotion rather than just fashion or celebrity status. Every image captured a raw moment. Blake's expressions of gratitude rather than haughtiness. Gwen's stunning smile that seemed so calm. The way they looked at each other, not as pop stars, but as two people who found comfort in each other. Fans who followed both performers through their widely reported divorces were deeply affected by this incident. The pictures stood for recovery, second chances, and the idea that love might appear at any time. This poignant background is the reason the images are still going viral today. Fans' reactions, surprise, tears, and constant reposts. Waves of fans reacted across all platforms. Some were taken aback by Gwen's gentle appearance, which stood in stark contrast to her theatrically brazen manner. Others said they were amazed at Blake's emotional reaction and had never seen him that vulnerable. Even supporters who weren't originally sold on the couple admitted that they completely changed their minds after seeing the wedding photos. The pictures told a story that words couldn't. Fashion and nation. A cultural blend. One of the reasons the wedding photos are still highly liked is that they demonstrate a distinctive ethnic blend done successfully. High fashion, pop cultural heritage, and avant-garde confidence were all influenced by Gwen Stefani. Blake Shelton added authenticity, humility, and the traditions of the countryside. Collectively, they created a visual narrative that was both novel and familiar. Fashion pundits praised Gwen's ensemble for reinventing modern bridal elegance. Fans of country music applauded Blake for being true to himself. Pop fans especially loved witnessing Gwen in a vulnerable moment that is seldom displayed on stage. Because the images cut across cultural lines, fans on both sides felt involved. The significance of this wedding, even now, in a world where celebrities are always reinventing themselves, Gwen and Blake's wedding photos stand out because they didn't try to fit in with the latest trends. They depicted the couple's current situation. By the time they were married, both had gone through public heartbreak, lived full lives, and figured out what they wanted and didn't want from love. The images clearly show that maturity. This was not anything to prove to the world. It had to do with choosing to live in harmony. Such sincerity resonates deeply at a time when a lot of relationships feel artificial. Gwen Stefani's journey. From icon to iconic piece, Gwen Stefani's wedding photos marked a new chapter in her life for her loyal fans. Rather than losing her advantage, she gained equilibrium. The images showed a woman who retained her individuality while no longer having to arm herself. Her excitement appeared to come naturally to her. It was a safe certainty. Gwen seemed lighter, not physically, but emotionally, as fans often comment. That transformation is one of the reasons the images still have such power. Blake Shelton, the quiet star of the film. While Gwen's attire attracted media attention, Blake Shelton quietly became the emotional focal point of the pictures. Through his reactions, which included pride, emotion, and a sense of overwhelm, fans were given a rare glimpse into his personal life. Even though Blake is known for his humor and laid-back confidence, seeing him in such a vulnerable time bolstered his public image. He was not as humanized in interviews as he was in the photos. A love story that affects people. Even now, fans react right away when they discover these wedding photos years later. Screenshots are distributed once more. The threads are resumed. Conversations come up again. Why? The images don't appear to be outdated. They don't appear to be staged. They don't appear to be a chance for publicity. They appear genuine. In today's world of celebrities, real still has the greatest influence. Final thoughts. Beyond wedding photos, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani's wedding photos are more than simply gorgeous photos. They serve as a reminder that being genuine is always fashionable, that heartbreak may lead to love, and that opposites can genuinely get along. For this reason, there are still Totori admirers of the images. For this reason, they continue to evoke emotions. As a result, this wedding remains one of the most unforgettable celebrity occasions of the modern period. In a society that is constantly looking for the next viral moment, Gwen and Blake's love story illustrates something timeless.